Holy Thursday, my deep reflection. This marks the end of the 40 days of Lent, and it also marks the beginning of the Paschal Triduum. Today, we Catholics remember and celebrate the Last Supper. Many of us go to Thursday night Mass. However, there is no Mass on Good Friday, yet we still go to church on Good Friday in order to participate in something called the Stations of the Cross. This is done in remembrance of what Jesus did for us. His sacrifice is remembered, recognized, and forever appreciated. There are 14 stations of the cross. He gets condemned, takes up his cross, falls, etc. I will make a separate video on the Stations of the Cross. But for now, check this out. For me, today it is a day of reflection and leads to my own inner introspection regarding my deep faith. It can get emotional, having a relationship with Christ, loving him, caring for him, yet always being reminded what was done to him. I often need to remind myself that it was a good thing in the end, rather than to hyper-focus on the tragic side of the selfless actions of his sacrifice. We see the Eucharist as the new sacrifice in the church. Although I personally struggle to see the Eucharist as the literal flesh of Christ, even though they say that's what we believe, personally, I struggle with that. I see it purely as being symbolic, although I do feel his presence in church when it is raised, okay? So that part I believe in, but believing it's literal, that it's like, I just don't get that part. Maybe I'm struggling in my faith. Maybe I have only the faith of a mustard seed, you know? But anyways, I see it symbolic of what Jesus did, and its direct reference to the Last Supper. Jesus was so kind, loving, and humble. He washed the disciples' feet, some of them. He blessed the bread and wine prior to giving it to the disciples. It was sacrificed or given up for the forgiveness of sins, for me, for you, for us. That is where we Catholics get our traditions from. It stems from the stories, okay? Jesus knew what was coming. This was his last happy moment in the flesh. I honor that. I reflect on that today. I continue to learn so much more about my faith. I hope you do too. That's all I got on this one. Until next time, stay safe, be blessed, and live lavishly. I hope you enjoy your weekend. Peace.